Borough fans, welcome back to, oh my God, and what is going on? Second, second place after the opening month. Oh my God, I'm just, honestly, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Borough fans, welcome back to episode number 9 on the Stevenage Football Club podcast. As you can see in the title, Flyin, the August review. That is correct. We have finished and completed our opening month of the 2025, so it's 26 League One season, our third consecutive season in League One, the most important season. And guess what, guys? We're second place with 15 points. And I'm so happy. I haven't stopped smiling all weekend. Well, to be fair, I haven't stopped smiling for the past 4 weeks, really, but there you go. Guys, welcome back. Hello if you're watching on YouTube, and hello if you are listening on Spotify. This is going to be a great pod. And, mate, come on, man. Come, surely you're buzzing like me. Or maybe not like me, but you know what I mean.
I'm happy, but I couldn't say I'd be on your level.
Do you know what made me
Uh,
laugh earlier?
Go
I
on.
was pissing myself when I was, because
Uh,
I've had a resting day today because I've been a bit hungover. So then on our WhatsApp message earlier, when I was like, Capitals, what a team we've got, the best start we've ever had, the best opening month.
yeah,
And you just went, we've had a good start.
little by little, we're progressing nicely. So,
I'm a bit sure you
it's
didn't say great, to be honest with you. Good, surely great, and
yeah, I think there's bits where we've been fantastic, and I think there's been bits where we've been questionable. So, I think good's a good reflection.
I
I think
think
we could I think we could be better, but I think we could also, we're stable.
I think we've been unreal. Like that
But
might
above the 80 odd minutes at Port Vale where we looked atrocious.
no, those last 20 minutes we were phenomenal, especially when the gas man came on and just opened
Oh,
the
not
game.
yeah. Here we go.
How you been, Ad? How's your week been?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Had a week off, so that was nice. Just went up, saw some family, which was good.
Hang on, didn't
And
you go to
then
Madrid?
yeah, I was in Madrid last weekend. That was unreal. Saw the Bernabeu. Um,
Not quite the Lamex though, as you
no,
said.
I did mention that a few times, and the person I was with, Shay, he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, for fuck's sake, can you just give it a break?" Um, but we went to this Starbucks in the ground, and you basically like, you walk in,
Starbucks in the ground.
yeah,
No.
honestly, stay with me here. So you walk in from the outside and you order downstairs, and then like all the seating's upstairs. So you walk up the stairs and it's got a view into the Bernabeu.
Oh
But when
wow.
there's a game on, they shut the Starbucks for the public, and it's only people that are in the VIP area that get to go and use Starbucks.
That's a lit. I was just going to say, wouldn't it be mad, right, if like you're able to just walk in as the public, order your strawberry and creams frappe, and watch the game? That'd be elite. That would.
So yeah, I mean it's pretty elite. But yeah, like it's ticked off, and then I think we're looking at next year maybe going to either maybe Milan or Paris, and then again same sort of 2 days, go to the stadium there, either San Siro or the French stadium, and do a stadium tour and stuff. So
Oh, wow. I just think we'll be in
yeah,
the championship by then. God.
no, Farley, we won't.
I'm so happy. I'm so sorry. I've got goosebumps. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, my week's been great as well, mate. I've just been, so engrossed in this most important season and just obsessed with it, looking at the table, buying tickets. Me and you have bought our train tickets to Mansfield away, haven't we? That's going to be a
Yeah,
fun little outing, isn't it?
for the upteenth time, I get to go back to Mansfield.
Jesus Christ. And we are going to the Football League Trophy Tuesday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, although I can't figure out what's going on with the ticket, so I might just wait till we get there and just do it
Yeah.
on the day. Be easier.
Bit of shambles, isn't it? That, to be honest. I got it on my
And like,
phone. It's weird, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, like I don't. I can see the sense in them not wanting to open up another stand 'cause it's probably not worthwhile. But given how close we are as a club to Wimbledon and how many fans we might have in sort of, the London area, just open the away end, make it easier for everyone to understand where we're going.
I mean, we are second now. So, we aren't deemed a big game. But do you know
In
what?
in a competition that means fuck all. Let's
You know
have it
what?
right.
You know what? That's what I can't get my head around now, right? That and this is going to be great, right? And for the listeners, we will talk about the 1-0 win and do the August review in a bit. But do you know what I love? We're second place. Obviously, we haven't got a game next week because Barnsley's not right. We've got the trophy and we've got Man. We get to go into September where I don't know if you agree. Like we kicked off in August, but when you complete the opening month, you're like into the season because I think September and October is where the league starts to mold together, or pretty much what it's going to look like throughout the season, right? So what I love is we're going to be going to these games now in September, in October, looked upon as a massive game for the other team because we're right up the top and have got 15 points. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I think that's just brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it must be tough looking up as a Lincoln City fan, seeing Stevenage in
Oh,
second place.
here we go again. Here we go again.
It's been very quiet from Lincolnshire over the last few days. I can't think why.
Dear. Have you seen all the pictures I've been shoving in the chat, actually? See the one with Rebs?
Yeah,
Scott, he was like hugging Scott, wasn't he?
yeah.
Love those pictures. Should we get straight into it? Before we do
Let's do it.
we've got a chat, mate. What a win. To put a second. For the listeners, we did have our last match in August. Can you actually believe that the opening month is done, is complete, by the way? I mean, I remember Spain and the prep and thinking, we've still got, heck, I remember the fixtures coming out and, it's just mental. But the opening month is complete. And we did play Wycombe Wanderers at home in our 6th League One match of the most important season yesterday. And it did end up a 1-0 win. Another win, 6 matches, 5 wins, 15 points, 9 goals scored, just 4 conceded. It now means that we have 100% record at home. And check this out, Ad. We ain't even conceded a goal at home from 3 of the wins. Chem Campbell scoring in the 34th minute. What a finish it was on the volley. And we eventually saw the match out. The lineups for Saturday, we had a feeling that Rebs would line up with the same 11 that played against Huddersfield. There were a couple of changes. We had Lewis Freestone coming in for Dan Butler and Dan Phillips coming in for Harvey White. We lined up in that notorious 4-2-3-1 that we love. Philip Marshall was between the sticks. The back line was Luther Wilding, Charlie Good, Carl Pigiani and Lewis Freestone. The 2 in the middle, Jordan Houghton and Dan Phillips, with the forward 3 players of Jordan Roberts, Dan Kemp and Chem Campbell. And leading the team was big goal Jamie Reid. And as we got to say, the top goal scorer still in League One. On the bench, we had Tashby Hammond, Dan Butler, Phoenix Patterson, Jasper Patterson, Dan Sweeney, Harvey White, and the gas man, Gassan Ahad. The statistics for the match were as follows. We had 38% possession to Wycombe's 62. We had 9 shots overall in the match to Wycombe's 10. We had 5 shots on target. Wycombe had 0 shots on target. Touches inside the box, we had 27 to Wycombe's 24. On here, it says that we didn't make a save. That is another game that Philip Marshall hasn't made a save for.
Probably the best.
I was just going to say, there were 7 corners overall in the match. The passing statistics are very, very good viewing. We had 274 total passes. We had 61.3% accurate within those passes. We had 35 backward passes, 125 forward passes, 68 long balls in the match, 63 successful final third passes, and 18 overall crosses in the match. Wow, what a win! I think first of all, it has to be said. I think what I loved about it, was, look, we know that what we have created a top half team, right? And I think looking at the start we've had, looking at the quality we've got in our squad, we expected to win the match yesterday. Of course we did. And I think Rev said before, it was all about responding. Top teams respond. And look, we lost against Huddersfield. We wanted to respond with a win. We've done that. It was a really tricky game, wasn't it? I mean, I thought, did really well in the match. I think Wickham made it tough. I think they were potentially a better side than a lot of people gave credit for. And I thought they started the game really well. But what I liked is as Rev said, we got into the game, we got control of the game, and we started to play some really, really nice football. I thought the back line were great. I thought Lewis Freestone was just my man of the match yesterday. I know it was given to Xian fist bump in there, doing a Revs. Have you seen he's jumping into the fist bumps more now? I don't know if you've noticed that now.
More bounce than Zebedee.
Yeah, literally jumping into him. Thought Lewis Freestone was man of the match for me. I know Dan Kent was giving it at the game, but I thought Lewis Freestone was brilliant. Jordan Ant and Dan Phillips, their first outing together in the league, and I thought they were great. Dan Phillips was being aggressive and going and winning the ball, and he did for the goal. We won the ball back, had a shot, and Chem obviously scores a magnificent goal. And second half, again, it was tough. We had to be resilient. We had to get behind the ball. We had to work really hard. But again, what I really, really liked, there was a moment in the second half yesterday where Wickham got on top of the game, I felt, around the 60th minute mark. And we got through that period. Revs made the changes and brought Phoenix on, Jasper on, and just changed the setup a little bit. And we got back control of the game. And actually, I thought we were pretty comfortable right at the end of the match to get that win. And a huge win. Unbelievable to have 5 wins from 6 and 15 points in the opening month and 100% record. I mean, there's just so many statistics at the minute that are flying out the door. I think I even saw earlier our best ever start to an EFL season, which is just unbelievable. What was your take on another magnificent win yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good win. I think we knew that Wickham would probably be a physical game, and I think maybe it was the right game for Harvey not to play in, because we know what it's going to be like. It's going to be very combative and tough, and I don't think they're going to allow people much time on the ball. So I think having Dan Phillips come in and play kind of just gave us that little edge in the middle of the park, and just having someone of that size and that nature to just fly into tackles and want and have that desire to go and win the ball back and win it high up in the pitch and press. And yeah, I think it was a smart move by Revs playing him.
Sorry, the fist bumps are going everywhere. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I was thrilled to see Lewis Freestone start. I'll be honest. I think he's obviously not had much of a look in. He's played against Charlton at centre half, and it wasn't his finest night. I don't think it was the whole team's finest night when we played Charlton. But to come in the scenario that he did after Butler's start to the season and put in a performance like he did is pretty remarkable. So fair play to him. I think he must have been itching at the chance to play, and he's gone out there. He's made a statement. He's gone then, Revs, drop me now. Butler might be training every day this week until Mansfield, but drop me now. If I put in a performance like that, drop me. Go on, and it sends a message really to the rest of the group that if you're not playing, don't be disheartened by it. And when you do get your chance, take it with both hands, and you leave it in the manager's hands now, really, as to who he picks for the next game.
I think it's testament to the depth in this squad, right? Because like Freestone's a great example. Naturally, actually, we probably would assume that Lou would be the cover for Peach, really this season, right? Because
Mm.
obviously we've got Sax, and then we thought, see, I know Saxon's got injury issues at the minute, and I don't know what's going on, but we thought that was going to be the kind of one. It probably will be. Yeah, that just goes to show the testament to the squad depth that we have, and that is one of the, you know me, and this is my favorite ever team. I love this team. Like, one of the many reasons, one of the many excellent reasons and things that we have for us at the minute is the squad depth. And when you have a look at the squad depth we've paired in all of these positions, and it doesn't matter if they don't play, someone else can come in and play and expect to play to that top League One level and win the game. So I think that was a really, really good example of the squad depth. Lou plays left back. He was brilliant. I mean, how many times did he make a last-ditch challenge or a block? Or I remember Steve Watkins said to Revs in the interview, "Oh, he saved us a few times." And Revs went, "Oh, well, he didn't save us, but he did on a couple of occasions." I remember first half, there was a ball in the box, and he made a brilliant challenge for. Second half, their wide winger went 1v1 with him, and if he'd have got past Lou, he probably would have scored. Lou made a great challenge. He was brilliant yesterday. Didn't put a foot wrong. And I just thought that the team's performance was excellent. You know, League One, as we know, right, especially this season, it's a really tough league. You know, again, I think this is why it's testament to the fact we've got 5 wins. It's really difficult to win games in this division because you've got different teams, different players, different styles, setups. 1 week a team can lose, next week they can win. I guess that's what makes the league so exciting as it is. But you know, every game, to win a game, you've got to have done so well. And I thought we were great. I just thought we showed how much of a top team we are by the way that we took back control of the game. And the one thing that I was like so impressed with personally was the fact that we found the way to win, right? And again, it's what the top teams do. They always, in games like that, find a way to win. And we've shown this many occasions so far. The night at Port Vale, again, the top teams don't just find a way to equalise, they go find a way to go and then win the game. We did that. Top teams find a way to win the match the way that it was against Wickham yesterday, and we won the match. So we're showing unbelievably excellent signs early on. And I thought it was a really, really solid performance. And unlucky not to get that second. We all said in the second half, you know, the second goal's vital. If we get the second goal, we'll just win the game. We're probably going to end up winning 3 or 4 if we get the second. It didn't come. Reedy had a good chance the second half, but yeah, it was a phenomenal win, mate. And just to see the celebrations at the end, I bet you were jumping around at your cricket, weren't you?
Well, I was home by the time the game finished, so I was sat in my living room with Gillette Soccer Saturday on, and waiting for the thing to come through, and then I saw Mansfield score, and I went, oh dear, what a shame that is.
Yeah, I knew it. And for me, it was seeing that we were second. I know we've been top in the opening month a couple of times, but for 2 match days, but seeing a second, that was, oh mate. So like, let's be honest, if someone would have said to you before we kicked off, after the opening month, 6 matches in would be second, 5 wins and 15 points, I would have cried.
You say this every week. I should be surprised by this, but I'm not. No, I think if someone said that to me at the start of the season that we would be second after 6 games, I'd have probably laughed at them, going, "What are you, drunk or high or both?"
Probably all at the minute watching this team.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're probably
naming no names at the concert yesterday, but
oh, I can only imagine.
By the way, can I just throw in there? I know we've gone off topic from the 1-0 win yesterday, but it was so good at the end of the concert when everyone was going, "We are going up." We are going up from League One, by the way, we're singing. It's just absurd, isn't it? But...
Well, I mean, I like the optimism, but it's a long season. There's a long way to go. Just
yeah,
let's see where we are come Christmas and then Easter and all that rest.
Something I do want to bring up from the game yesterday, and it's I love this stat. 100% home record now. We haven't conceded a single goal in, what would it be, 270 minutes? Yeah, 270 minutes of football. at the Lamix this season. I think in terms of, achieving being a top half team in this season, that's vital. And what I really like is we're winning all our home matches. We're scoring goals at home. Another thing about the win yesterday, Chem Campbell scored. That's another forward player that scored. I mean, we've got Reedy, we've got Kemp, we've got the Gas, we've got Chem. Our forwards are scoring goals, and I think that's really, really important. But it's the home form for me. We're building up real form and momentum at home early, which I really, really think is important. And I think it showed in the game yesterday. We didn't panic. You got big players on the pitch like Pidge and Goo that are going to get you through games. We didn't panic. We kept on our game, and then we got back in control of the game and were able to win the match. I just thought it was brilliant. And again, Jordan Houghton and Dan Phillips, great to see them two together. Dan Phillips is great. He's got that aggression, and Jordan Houghton's got that quality on the ball. He just keeps the ball. And I loved them two in there yesterday. And then again, I loved it when Harvey White come at the end of the game and battled and won his battles. And, because it was a tough game, and Wickham had moments. They were a better side than we all thought. But again, it's a huge win. And where it puts the team now is, wow. I mean, in an incredible position going forward in September. I've got the match reaction from the big 1-0 win yesterday. And by the way, what a goal it was from Chem Campbell. Oh, have you seen it? I'm assuming you've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter from the club account. So I've got a good idea of what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Phillips hit a shot, it kind of looped up, and then he just volleyed it on his right, and it tucked inside the far right post, bottom corner. It was a brilliant finish. Me and my dad were mad. We were like, yeah.
I can only imagine.
The full-time scenes were unreal. Again, Revs did the double fist bumps and jumped into them and loved it.
I did see that.
The match reaction from the big 1-0 win yesterday to put us second place after the opening month of the most important season. Damo said that was a painful watch, but onwards and upwards. I think it was a painful watch. It was a tough game, but showed how great we are. Won it. Doesn't matter. Mark Stilling said, get in Borough. David Valentin said, death, taxes and beating Wickham at home up the Borough. Jovi said, against 14 men. Aaron B, 180 said, get in there. Huge W, my club up the Borough. Jamie said, little mention for Jasper Pattenden. He wasn't on the pitch very long, but was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Jasper kind of came, it was like right wing or right wing back he went on to, and he was great for the last kind of like 10 minutes or so for how long he was on for. John said, some shift from the boys against 12 men, including the referee in that. He was dreadful, and you would have been pulling your hair out. You really would have been. Jake SBFC said, up the Football League we go. Neil Sullivan said, well done, boys. And Liam said, cannot put into words how happy I am for Revs. Brilliant match reaction there from the Stevenage Football Club Twitter page on the 1-0 graphic at home against Wickham. It means, and I've got the table up in front of me, we do go second place. Come on. So happy, and 6 matches played, 5 wins, no draws. Still haven't drawn a game yet, just 1 defeat, 9 goals scored, 4 goals conceded, 15 points picked up in the opening month. We are joint top with the most amount of wins in the division so far. We've got one of the best defences, only conceding 4. And again, we are one of the most high scorers at the minute. So it is all going our way. And yes, Jamie Reid is still currently top of the League One scoring chart, which is absolutely fantastic to see. It does mean, Ans, August is over. Again, it's just mental that the opening month is over and we're second in it. Like, come on, it's unbelievable, Ad. The opening month is done. And again, we are second place with 15 points. And as you can see on the title of this episode, guys, it is the August review. So me and Anne are going to look back at August review, and an unbelievable start to this campaign and this season. Now, me and Anne have been writing down some of our favourites so far from the opening month, and we'd love the listeners to join in as well. Please tweet us your favourites from this month before we look ahead to September. Now, me and Anne have written down our favourites for best win, best performance, best player, best moment, and best goal. And then we're going to rate our season so far after the opening month out of 10. I can imagine we're going to get some high marks here. And Gad, you can probably gather what mine's going to be.
I don't even need to know. I don't need to think. I know exactly what it's going to be.
12. No, I'm joking.
There we go.
Yeah, it probably is. Let's start with the best win. And would you like to go first on this?
Yes, I went for the win at Blackpool.
Okay.
Purely because I think a lot of people went, oh, tough place to go straight up. Doubt you'll get a result. You know, there's a lot of noise around it. And to go 1-0 down, 1-0 down after 6 minutes, and then to pull it back, and then get a second goal late on, and to still hold out, I think it's a pretty impressive performance, especially first game of the season.
I have also gone the 3-2 opening day win at Blackpool. This was tough. And by the way, I was just saying to you off the pod, this was my toughest one of the lot, the best win, because we've won 5 and they've all been amazing wins. I mean, the win at Port Vale, to win that when you're thinking, oh no, this could be our first loss here. Not just to draw it, but win that, turn it around was just unbelievable. But I win Blackpool as well because going into when we kicked off, everyone had predicted Blackpool to be up there. And looking at that match originally, we all looked and thought that was a really, really tough game. Winnable because it's the opening day of the season. But I think on paper, probably the best win I think we've got of all the teams. I think Blackpool will eventually climb the division after a really tough start. And I think to win there 3-2, you've got to think, not many teams are going to win at Blackpool. Huddersfield have lost there. Bolton have drawn there. We won 3-2 there. I mean, am I right in thinking actually we're the only team to have won there, I think? I think they've had...
I'm not sure. Let me have a look.
I think their home matches are us, Huddersfield, and Bolton. And I think we were the only team to win there. I think they beat Huddersfield, they drew with Bolton. I might be wrong, but I think that's bang on. So not many teams are going to win there. To go there, score 3 and win 3-2. And at 3-1, I was in tears, pinching myself. I couldn't believe what I was watching. We were just dominant. I think that was a statement win to kick off the season. So I went best win, Blackpool, and it was a great moment when Jamie Reid sent over £100. So yeah, throw that one in there. Best performance.
I went for, where is it there? I went for Northampton at home, purely because I think it was a tough game. It was physical, and I think Rev said it in his interview afterwards. It was either that one or the Rotherham game where we would have probably just gone, okay, we'll take a point here, or we would have then gone and conceded, and then sort of the last few minutes or something. But to have that mindset and desire to not let them score and not let them get a grip in the game, and to put the game to bed, get a goal, and then go and get a second one really quickly after. I think that makes a really good performance. Scrappy game. Can we get something from it? And then we go and get something right at the end. I think it's that has to be it for me.
Northampton Fran, I had again a real difficult choosing for our best performance because there's been so many excellent ones, haven't there, from the opening 6 matches. I put down Rotherham at home because I just felt in that match we were so dominant, and it was 1-0. Great goal from Jamie Reid, of course, but the performance, we were just so dominant, and it should have never have been 1-0. It should have been 3 or 4. Some of the chances we had, to score, and it just didn't hit the back of the net. I thought we were brilliant. But do you know what I also wrote down, actually? I put Rotherham then Slash. I actually put Huddersfield in brackets last 30 minutes. I thought, honestly, of all the matches that we have, well, only 6 matches that we've played, it's really, really weird to say this. The period or performance that I was actually most impressed with was the last 30 minutes at Huddersfield of all the matches. And I'll tell you why, because to go to Huddersfield, who are, again, tipped to be right up there, compete for promotion and win the league, to dominate that 30 minutes that we did at the end of the game proved to me how great our team is. Like, you have to be a top team to go to Huddersfield and dominate a third of the match. Okay, we lost the game, but Huddersfield are playing nearly borderline championship football at home. And to go there and to dominate a third of the match, defend the way that we did throughout the game. But the football and the performance in that last 30 minutes was brilliant. And it was a case for that last 30 minutes. They were clearing the ball and we were coming back with another passage of play every minute, nearly right at the end of the game. And I thought we were absolutely fantastic. And we showed how great of a side we were. So I actually put that in there as well, because that was the one I was actually most impressed with that last 30 minutes. I think we showed how great this team is that day. But I think for me, Rotherham, that dominance at home and how we played, I thought we were brilliant. Best player?
Only one man. Big goal, Reedy.
I thought you can go Louis Freestone then as a joke.
Well, he was in my considerations. It has to be Reedy after the year he had last year. To start the season the way he has is testament to him. Because how many people sat there and went, "Yeah, Reedy's going to get off to a blinder and have one of them years again." I don't think many people would have done, to be honest with you.
Really, I mean, look, it Reedy's the same for me. I've written down Reedy for best player. I think Anne said it there really well. Had an unbelievable start, 5 goals and 6. Actually, and it's not just 5 goals and 6, right? Actually work out how many points he's won us, right? So he's won us 3 on the opening day because he scored 2. He then won us 3 against Rotherham. He was the only goal scorer. He's then won us 3 at Port Vale, right? So out of the 15 points, he's won us 9. So if you take away Jamie Reid's goals, we're sitting on 6 points, and in 17th. So it shows you the impact that Jamie Reid has had so far this season. But I think for me, it's not just his goals. I think it's the way that he's played. We're seeing the Jamie Reid that we all know and love. Again, Anne said there, he's had a full pre-season. He's had a tough year and a half, but he's had a full pre-season. He's in a squad where we have created a top half team, and he's got loads of quality around him in service, and he's going to get chances. And look, Jamie Reid is a goal scorer, right? He's a goal scorer. You do not end up in Team of the Year in League One if you're not a top goal scorer. So we know that Jamie Reid's a top goal scorer. He needs to be fit and he needs to be involved in a really good side. And I think he's been wonderful. Some of his goals have been absolutely terrific. And he is my player so far this season. I will say, though, I did write down some noticeable names. Anne's going to laugh. Dan Butler, I think, has been brilliant and has been solid, and defensively he's really impressed me. He's got an assist in there. He's been wonderful. Charlie Good, Pidge, Luther, again, that whole back line, just solid, just absolutely solid. Never put a foot wrong. Jordan Roberts, wonderful start this season. Jordan Roberts is one of the most important players in our squad. He makes everything tick. He can get you from A to B in quick succession, and he's a quality player. I think that some of those names need to be called out as well. But yeah, Jamie Reid for the both of us. I think we know what this one's going to be. Best moment.
BGR's second goal at Port Vale.
It's got to be in it. There's only one. There's only one. To be honest with you, I would actually say the top two moments are probably the equaliser and the winner. To be honest, yeah, BGR winner at Port Vale, unbelievable. I was in tears. I was crying.
Of course, of course.
And just rolling his eyes there. Just to win that match, that moment was just unbelievable. And to get given a moment like that right at the start of the season is just terrific. And at the time as well, it wasn't just the winner; he won it, and then he's won it, and we've gone top as well at the same time. So I just think that was just a unbelievable night, and I'll always remember when he scored those two goals to win the game for us, and the joy, and it just do you know what, Anne? Actually, going through all of this, what we've experienced in just 6 matches in the opening month of this season, you would just shake hands on for the whole season and go, yeah, brilliant, that's season done then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Get the game, get it done. Stop the count now. Call the season off.
Yeah, like you've seen the team go top. They've played the top of the table clash. They've had a last minute winner. They've had 100% over. Like, you could just settle of the season just stopping now, and we go, yeah, it's one of our best seasons. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, no. That's why I'm loving it at the minute. Best goal.
His first at Port Vale.
Ooh, okay. He's first at Port Vale.
And I go for that purely because it got us back into the game, in a game where I thought we didn't look great. And I think having got that first goal, it gave us that impetus to go on and get the second and go and get the win. And I think it sparked us and went, right, here we go. I think had we not got that first one, then I don't know, it would have been a bit of doom and gloom, I think.
I went different. I went the Reedy's winner at Port Vale for goal so far this season. So that's quite nice. We've gone different there. Yeah, his first was a great finish, by the way. Great on the half volley point. I went his winner because I just felt, we have scored some brilliant goals, haven't we? I said that, I thought Dan Kemp's was a great little finish at Blackpool. And I was very close, actually, to also putting Chem Campbell's from the 1-0 win yesterday. But for me, it was actually Reedy's winner. The way that he's brought it down, touched it in, shifted it with a yard of space and gone bang. I just thought technically as a goal was so good. It's the way that he has the ability to bring it down, touch, and he just gets the right amount of space. He just gives himself a yard of space, shifts the ball with a yard of space, gets enough room, and fires it across into the bottom corner. I thought technically that was such a Jamie Reid goal, but technically it was such a brilliant finish. I went that one for mine. So interesting that we've both gone same game for the best goal, just 2 different goals. Rating, and out of 10 so far, opening month done, second 15 points, 5 wins. What are you leaning towards?
8.5.
Ooh, you got 8.5.
I'm going 8.5. And I go 8.5 because I think in the Port Vale game there was moments where we looked a bit shaky. And I was a bit like, oh, it's not looking good if we're looking shaky, this early in the season at Port Vale. And that's by all means no, that's not a discredit to Port Vale, because I thought they actually played quite nice football on that evening. And also I think, if we want to be a team that is in and around the playoffs and competing in that sort of the upper echelons of the league, when we go to places like a Huddersfield, when we went to Wrexham last year, and we part our authority on the game early doors, went 2-0 up early doors, and then kind of man manage the game from there. I think that's what we've got to do now when we go to the likes of a Huddersfield or a Cardiff or whatever, just go and put our authority on the game and from the start and try and get a goal or two and make them chase the game. I think that's probably where I'm at with it. I think, it's not a discredit to the team or the club going to Huddersfield and losing. But I think if we want to really push for those upper echelons, we've really got to be starting to pick up points when we go to the likes of a Huddersfield or Cardiff.
I think that's a fair point. I think for me, like, if I'm being completely honest about the Huddersfield thing, I think for me, like, the performance was important, because I think performance is a key. If you've got the ability to go and play to that level at a place like Huddersfield, you've proved that you can compete regardless of the result at that level. And I think that's what made me proud that day. But I think it's a fair point to go 8.5, given your reasons there, and to be completely honest. Now look, this is really difficult for me because you know me, and I'm like,
It's 10. It's 10, isn't it?
So I did write 10, right?
Shock.
But 10 is like perfect. It's like 10's like, I mean, would you say 10 would be 6 matches, 6 wins?
Yeah. Not having thrown in a few goals.
Yeah.
Philip Marshall.
What with a silent T?
Oh, there it is.
RTL. So if that's what we define in 10 out of 10 as, I've got 9.5. Yeah.
That is quite reserved for you. I'm in shock.
Well, if 10 out of 10, 6 matches, 6 wins, and I can't choose it, and I'll give you my reasons for 9.5, right? If we'd have got a result, even, do you know what, actually? If we'd have got a point at Huddersfield, that would be a 10. No doubt about it, right? I've got 9.5 because we've got a loss in there. I'd love to say that. I've got 9.5 because I just think that we've been absolutely fantastic. Like, we know that we've created a top half team. That was the goal for this most important season. And I think the most pleasing aspect is we've seen that. And that's what I really wanted from the opening month. I wanted us to show that we are the team that we all thought we were going into this season. And we've done that. We've got 5 wins. We've had dominant wins. We've seen quality football, quality goals. We've bossed games. We've gone up to Huddersfield and shown how great we are that day in the last 30 minutes. And, had moments like we did at Port Vale and turn games around when we've been losing. We've showed what we are. And I think that's the most important thing. I've given us 9.5 because I just think we've been absolutely terrific. Again, if we would have got a point at Huddersfield, that'd be a 10, no doubt about it. But I think overall as a whole, when you have a look at the performances, you have a look at the wins, you have a look at the just the matches overall, even the defeat at Huddersfield. I mean, I said it on the pod last week. I come out of the ground, I didn't even feel like we've lost. We were that good. It didn't, when you come out of the ground when you lost the game and you go, we've lost that. It didn't feel like that at Huddersfield. We were so good. It didn't feel. I was just proud that we played to that level and competed at that level. So I wasn't even annoyed that day. It's Huddersfield away. I mean, look at their home record. Look at what they did to Leyton Orient there. I know Leyton Orient haven't started well, but not a lot of teams are going to go there and dominate a third of the game like we dominated. So I've got 9.5 just on the basis that there is one loss on paper there. But a 9.5 for me. Anne's got 8.5. Borough fans, let us know what your rating is out of 10 from the opening month so far. Tweet us, let us know what it is, and let us know your best win, best performance, best player, best moment, and best goal so far in the season. And is the opening month complete? Second place with 15 points. We move forward into September. Let's have a little look at the fixtures. We know that Barnsley's off. next week, so we're not playing. What I love about that is we're second place and we get to, second and we get to stay there for a couple of weeks, hopefully. We've got the Football League Trophy away on Tuesday night at Wimbledon. We then go to Mansfield away back in League One for our 7th League One match, and our first League One match in September. We've then got Exeter at home, and we finish September against Leyton Orient away on the 27th of September as a 12:30 kickoff. And this is the thing, right? So, let's take out the trophy, because that's the trophy. Rev said that he's going to make changes Tuesday anyway to give certain players minutes, right? But let's have a look at the next 3 here. Mansfield, Exeter, and Orient. I'm not being funny, but considering the level that we've been playing at to start this season, they're really winnable games,
Yeah.
There's an opportunity here where we could be going into October still in the top 3. I don't want to put the bockers on it, but what's your take on it? Because that's what I think. There's an opportunity to still be in the top 3 by the time we get to October.
Yeah, I think we can be. I also think it depends on a lot of the other results around us. I think Exeter are almost a bit of a surprise package, really, because they've been doing so well.
Yeah, they have. They won again yesterday. They won like 3-0, didn't they?
Yeah. I think Orient, Orient's an interesting one, because if you remember to last year, they started really slowly, didn't they? And it was only until after Christmas time where they started to get themselves going again.
Yeah, they look really poor.
So I don't know whether that's maybe a case of the same thing's going to happen again. But they lost at home to Northampton yesterday, so it's a tough one to call. And in Mansfield, I think if we go there and put in the performance that we put in, that we put in there last year, by all means we can get a result. But again, I think it's going to be a lot harder than what some people might think it could be.
I definitely agree. There is a real opportunity here. Again, I think Mansfield will be a tricky game, but Exeter and Orient following after that. They're really favourable fixtures. And again, we've been playing this top level in League One at the minute. We're second, and we've been beating teams like the level of Exeter and Orient. When you look at the wins against Wickham and Rotherham, they're pretty. I would say they're at the level that Exeter and Orient are, and probably Mansfield. So we've been beating those teams and being dominant in these games against those teams of that level. So, there's, in my opinion, there's a real opportunity to still be in the top 3. And I've got a question. When do we actually look upon our position and go, well, we're still there and it's this date and this is when the league's going to start to mould? When is that time? October?
Let's have a look.
Like, in your opinion, do you look at the table and go, if we're still there by then we're in the race, or whatever you want to call it? Do you know what I mean?
I would probably say, who have we got that weekend? We're not playing the first weekend of November?
I think that's FA Cup, isn't it?
Oh, no, sorry, that's the Reading game on the Thursday night.
Oh,
I would say between, I presume 1st of November must be FA Cup. So
yeah, that's the FA Cup weekend.
Probably after we've played Bradford at home.
End of October.
Yeah.
Yeah, last game in October. Quite a big game, isn't it? Jesus Christ, because Bradford, they're they're up there as well, aren't they? Yeah. Well, let's work it out, right? So, Mansfield and Exeter Lane Orient, right? So let's say we pick up 2 wins and a draw, right? So let that 7 points, that's 22 points at the end of September, right? So October, Luton, I'm going to take out the trophy because we've got Bromley and Palace in there.
Yeah.
Luton, Peterborough, Lincoln, Bradford. Now, Luton will be tough. Peterborough, I don't know if that's going to go ahead because the internationals, but I'm assuming it might do. Peterborough, I mean, if we've got 22 points, I would say, do you know what, actually, Andy? I'd probably match you. I'd say by Bradford for me. I think if we get after Mansfield, Exeter, Orient, Luton, Peterborough, Lincoln, if we buy the Bradford match, for me, I'm actually going before it, by Bradford, if we are still in that top 5, top 4 bracket, I think we're involved personally, because how many points would we have by then? I mean, if we've got nearly 30, can only need another 40 to 50 to be there, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's tough, isn't it? Because notoriously in this league, there's always one team that will come with a little of a bit of a promotion push towards the end of the season, and some teams sort of fall off towards the end of the season. So it will be trying to get to that point where we're still in contention for something, but we're also mathematically safe, you know?
Yeah, I get your point. I keep looking at the minute because I know our goal is to become a top half team. I keep looking at the distance to 12th, and we've got a 2-win gap at the minute, and it's like, geez, if that can just extend and just, because I think we've got like a 4-win gap to the bottom 4. But yeah, like a 2-win gap to 12 is great at the minute. I keep looking at that. But I just, the thing is, and I said this with Gab on Gab's thing the other night, we've got 15 points. Now, there's 120 left to play. If we pick up 50, which is under half, which normally a team about 13th would do, mid-table, right? That's 65 points. That is a top half finish. That will put you anywhere from 12th to 9th or 8th, right? But if we pick up 60 points, which is bang on half, which again is similar to a team that would be mid-table, a bit above, that's 75 points. That's pretty much playoffs, really. You're knocking on the door for playoffs there. So when you look at it like that, and then you look at the team we've got, what we've created, the depth, in my opinion, I think there's an unbelievable opportunity to achieve that this season. People might disagree, and there is still a long time to go. But I just look at our team, and I look how good we've been, and the depth and the players and the levels, and I just think we can achieve that. I really do. And look, I might be wrong, but look, we said it, didn't we? When you watch a team, it doesn't matter if the team's played 1 game or 2 games or 3 games or 4 games. You can tell a top team when you see one play. And we've seen bad sides, right? Where you look at a side and you go, oh dear, we're going to struggle here. We've seen 6 games of this team, and I'm going, what a team we've got. Like, what a team. We're playing a level above these sides. We look at so we're showing that we are a top team. And I just think we might be there. I really do. I don't know. Actually, I'm just going to go off topic really quick. I like the way me and you are wearing the same thing, by the way. We've got the blue and red training top on. For people watching on YouTube, you notice that as well.
Ready to go to the gym tomorrow morning.
Oh, do you know, I didn't even run today because I was just so exhausted from yesterday's celebrations and the concert. I've just got no energy. We're doing Tuesday. It's going to be fun. I'm sure there'll be changes. Be good to go and get a result, wouldn't it, before no game against Barnsley.
What are you actually going to do with your Saturday if we've not got a game?
Actually, do you want to know something? It's actually worked out for me, right? I'll tell you why. So we obviously we are Barnsley on the 6th, right? And I knew it was the international weekend. And our friends Matty and Faf up north, it's their little one's first birthday, right?
Yeah.
And they put on this party, and they've organised it months ago. And I was like, oh, we play Barnsley that day, but hang on, that is an international break. So I've been panicking, thinking, oh, please call it off, you know, And then obviously it got called off, and I was like, get in there. So I was quite happy. So I'll be doing that next Saturday. I'll be at a birthday party up north in Heckmondwike, wearing my blue striped jolla and just telling everyone there that we're second place, by the way. That's what I'll be doing, and with my Saturday. No doubt you'll be bowling over the wicket next Saturday, won't you? Or around the...
Yeah, I'll be playing cricket next Saturday. Relatively local, so makes it all right. Makes it okay.
No, I was going to say, you're a little tennis fanatic, aren't you, at the minute? We need to get you backhand at regular matches. Come on, Hand.
So, hang on.
You're in a Mansfield. You're doing now, and you're doing the next. You're doing the next two.
Doing Mansfield.
Doing the next two. That's good.
And when we play Exeter at home on the 20th,
yeah,
I don't believe, I'm double checking now, but I do not believe that we have a game that day. Let me have a look.
Doing the next three. Oh my God, he's back.
Wow.
He's on it. He's on it. So hang on, is this going to be your first league match this season against Mansfield?
Yes.
We need to get you to a game. Oh my God, you've missed the best ever start to a season. Come on now, we need to get you to these matches.
6. Oh, there is a game, but I mean, it's not really a worthwhile game being a part of. So
end of the season, you can call in Neil Hand. It's no worry about it.
Yeah.
Need to get into one, honestly. Really quickly, for the listeners, I'm going to quickly go through the fixtures that are scheduled in for next weekend. Our one's off, but they're at the minute. I mean, I thought they were all going to be off, but there's actually a lot on. So hopefully we still are second next weekend. Now, our match against Barnsley has been postponed. Reading and Northampton has been postponed. Cardiff and Burton's been postponed, and Blackpool v Luton's been postponed. So the games that are on at the minute next weekend are Bolton v Wimbledon, Doncaster v Bradford, Huddersfield v Peterborough, Lincoln v Wigan, Plymouth v Stockport, Port Vale v Orient, Rotherham v Exeter, and Wickham versus Mansfield. So there are still a lot of games on next weekend. So at the minute, looking at it, we're second. So there might be an opportunity where we're not second next week, but you know, if we beat Barnsley in the game now, we'll go right up there again. I'm assuming Barnsley will get rescheduled probably for the end of September. Those are the matches next week. So fingers crossed we are still in that bracket in the division. Guys, we've come to the very end of the pod. I'm so happy. Oh, and second, the best ever start. My favourite opening month of the season, and I'm just so happy, mate. Honestly. I get redder by the minute when we do these podcasts. But I tell you what, it has been great fun doing the podcasts for this season because they're just winning podcasts all the time at the minute. It's elite. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there'll be a loss inbound at some point. Because it's not proper Borough, is it, otherwise?
Stop it. I mean, we haven't even drawn a game. We haven't drawn one yet.
Thank God for that. I'm not doing that whole shenanigans that occurred at Lincoln away last year. Celebrating that 0-0.
You know the Donald Trump meme where he's like, "We just keep winning" or something. He's like, "We just win.
Yeah.
We never get sick of winning." I saw that earlier. It just reminded me of our start. Like, yeah, we just win all the time. I love it. It's brilliant. Bro, fans, thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 9, Flyin, the August review. We will be back next week on episode 10. We'll be having a little chat about the Football League trophy, but mainly doing build up to the September matches. We might have a little special episode for all of you guys this week if we can try and get Tyrese on the pod. He's been quite busy recently, so hopefully we can figure something out. So hopefully we'll have a special episode for you all this week. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy seeing the league table at work this week. I know that I'm consistently going to be looking at it every day of every hour of every minute of every second. So enjoy seeing a second place because we are going up, and that's just facts. So, enough said.
No.
But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've watched on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you have tuned in on Spotify, as usual, thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much for listening to the Stevenage Football Club podcast. Me and Andy are going to go and have a lay down and again look at the league table. Have a lovely week, guys. See you next week. At this time, as always, you've been listening to the Stevenage Football Club podcast and the second place team. We are going up, sir. We are going up.